Data analytics and visualization.
In a world where numbers often hold the answers to our most pressing questions, the tale of Rashid's ice cream parlor serves as a delightful example of how data analytics and visualization can transform simple observations into actionable insights for business success. Rashid loves his ice cream parlor, but he's puzzled. Sales are great in summer, but plummet in winter. He wonders why this is happening and how he can maintain stable sales all year round. Rashid's friend Ahmed suggests taking a closer look at the sales data. Ahmed specializes in data analytics and can help turn numbers into actions. Ahmed recommends tracking several metrics like flavors sold, time of day for sales, weather on sales days. Ahmed uses statistical tools to crunch the numbers, revealing patterns and correlations. For example, vanilla sells well all year, while seasonal flavors like pumpkin spice only sell in fall. Ahmed then uses visualization tools to create easy-to-understand graphs, heat maps, and dashboards. These visuals make it simple for Rashid to understand customer preferences and sales trends. Armed with these insights, Rashid changes his ice cream offerings according to season and time of day, boosting sales even during winter. Thanks to data analytics and visualization, Rashid's ice cream parlor becomes a year-round success, proving that numbers can tell a delicious story. This story simplifies the power and utility of data analytics and visualization in solving real-world problems. Through characters and relatable situations, it aims to make these concepts accessible to everyone.
Why do you want data analytics and visualization, and how will you benefit from using it?
Data analytics and visualization are like a pair of magical glasses that help you see the story hidden in numbers. Let's break down why they are so important using simple words and images. First, you need to understand lots of information quickly. Imagine you have a big pile of puzzle pieces. Each piece is a bit of data. Data analytics helps you put these pieces together to see the full picture. Then you have to make better decisions. When you understand what your data is telling you, you can make smarter choices. It's like knowing which road to take on a map to reach your destination much faster. Then the third point would be find hidden patterns. Sometimes data can reveal surprising things you did not know about. That's like suddenly finding a hidden treasure chest in your backyard. And this is exactly how it works. Fourth point is to save, of course, time and money. Understanding your data can help you avoid wasting time and money on things that do not work. It's like knowing exactly where to dig to find water instead of digging random holes everywhere. The fifth point is to share ideas easily. Data visualization helps you share what you've learned with others. It's easier to show someone a picture than to explain complicated ideas with just words.
What does data analytics and visualization mean?
Data analytics is like being a detective for numbers. It means looking closely at information, usually lots and lots of it, to find out interesting or useful things. A long time ago, people used basic math and simple graphs to understand data. They mostly used paper and pencil, and the process was really slow. But then, computers came along and made everything faster. Visualization is a way to show data using pictures like graphs, charts, or maps. Think of it like turning numbers into a comic book. You can quickly see what's going on instead of reading a bunch of just boring numbers. People have been making simple charts and maps for hundreds of years. One of the earliest examples is a diagram made by Florence Nightingale, a nurse from the 1800s. She used a special kind of chart to show how soldiers were getting sick, which helped doctors improve health conditions. Nowadays, we have fancy computers and softwares that can do these things super quickly. You can look at really big sets of data and make colorful, interactive pictures out of them. This is really helpful for all sorts of things like running a business, helping doctors understand diseases, or even helping cities plan better roads. So, in simple terms, data analytics help us understand the story that numbers are telling us, and visualization shows us that story in pictures. Both of these tools help people make better decisions, save time, and explain complicated things in an easy way. Data analytics and visualization are everywhere these days, and lots of different groups use them for many things. Companies like Google and Amazon use data analytics to figure out what people like to buy so they can sell more stuff. Hospitals use it to help doctors understand diseases better. And they use pictures to make complicated health information easier to get. Sports teams use numbers to see how well players are doing and to plan their game strategies. They even have special screens that show this information in real time. Governments also use these tools to help with things like controlling traffic or figuring out if a new law is working. News reporters use pictures to explain big topics like elections or changes in the weather. So, these tools are used a lot because they help us understand complicated things in a simple way. Data analytics and visualization can be really useful, but they also come with some tough challenges that experts have to work hard to solve. One big challenge is dealing with big data. Imagine you have a gigantic puzzle with billions of pieces just like that. Big data is so huge that normal computers cannot handle it. Experts have to use special tools and techniques to break down this big pile of data into smaller, manageable parts. Another challenge is doing things in real time. Let's say you're watching a sports game and you want to know stats like how many goals a player has scored right at that moment. Real-time analytics aim to give you this information instantly, but it's tough to do because data is always changing and you have to keep up with it. Then there is the issue of data quality. Imagine you're baking a cake. If you have bad ingredients, the cake won't be good, no matter how well you mix them. In the same way, if the data you're using is wrong or incomplete, your analytics won't give you good results. You have to make sure your data is clean and accurate before you can actually use it. Data can also come from lots of different places and in different formats. Think of it like having a mix of apples, oranges, and bananas. When you only want to make apple juice, it takes extra steps to sort out the data and make it all the same type so you can use it. Last but not least, you have to keep data safe. Nobody wants their personal information to get stolen, so experts have to use special security measures to keep data locked up tight. So, even though data analytics and visualization can help us understand a lot of things, there are plenty of challenges that make it a tough job to get it just right. The future of data analytics and visualization is one that promises to revolutionize how we make decisions, interact with technology, and understand the world around us. As data becomes increasingly integral to our lives, the methods by which we interpret and present it are evolving rapidly. Let's start with one of the most exciting future trends: augmented analytics. This involves the use of artificial intelligence and machine learning to automate the entire analytics process. In simple terms, it's like having a smart assistant that can sift through massive amounts of data to find important insights without any human intervention. This is not only makes the process faster, but also enables even people without specialized skills in data analytics to derive meaningful information from data. Then there is the rise of predictive and prescriptive analytics. If descriptive analysis tells you what has happened and diagnostic analysis tells you why it happened, predictive analytics forecasts what is likely to happen in the future. Prescriptive analysis makes it a step further by suggesting specific actions to achieve desired outcomes. Imagine a healthcare system that can predict an outbreak of a disease and prescribe preventive measures in real time, potentially saving thousands of lives. Both predictive and prescriptive analysis are expected to become more accurate and actionable as more advanced algorithms and larger data sets become available. Natural language processing, or as we call it, NLP, is another exciting trend. The idea is to make data analytics as easy as asking a question in a Google search bar. Instead of complicated queries or coding, you could simply ask, "What were my sales last quarter?" and get an instant, accurate response. This would dramatically lower the barrier to entry for data analytics, making it accessible to a broader range of people within one organization. In terms of visualization, the future is interactive and immersive. Technologies like virtual reality, VR, and augmented reality, AR, are starting to be used for data visualization. Imagine walking through a 3D graph or interacting with data points by merely pointing at them. This kind of immersive experience could provide much deeper insights and make the data interpretation process much more intuitive. Edge analytics is also gaining a lot of traction. As the Internet of Things, or as we call it, IoT, continues to expand, the amount of data generated by devices like smart thermostats, watches, and cars is staggering. Edge analytics involves processing this data on the device itself or close to where it is generated, rather than sending it to a centralized data center. This allows for quicker, real-time decision-making and is particularly useful in situations where immediate action is required. There's also a growing emphasis on ethical considerations, including issues of data privacy and security. As analytics tools become more powerful, they also become more susceptible to misuse. Future trends indicate a larger societal debate on setting ethical standards for data analytics and visualization. This could involve new legislation similar to Europe's General Data Protection Regulation, which is the GDPR, aimed at safeguarding individuals' data. Last but not least, the role of data storytelling is expected to grow in prominence. As data becomes increasingly complex, the ability to convey clear, compelling narratives around it will become crucial. It's not just about having the technical skills to analyze data, but also the creativity to translate this data into stories that resonate with people, influencing decision-making on both a micro and a macro level. In summary, the future trends in data analytics and visualization point towards automation, intelligence, interactivity, ethical responsibility, and accessibility, whether it's through the integration of AI and machine learning, the adoption of immersive technologies like AR and VR, or the focus on ethical and responsible data use. The field is set for some groundbreaking changes. These advancements will democratize data analytics, making it more accessible and integral to our daily lives more than ever before.
Where can you apply the knowledge from data analytics and visualization?
Where can you use data analytics and visualization? As a regular person, you might use data analytics and visualization in simple but effective ways. Budgeting apps use analytics to track your spending habits and can visualize your monthly expenses. Fitness trackers analyze your steps, heart rate, and sleep patterns, presenting the data in easily understandable graphs. Students often use analytics and visualization for research or class projects. For instance, a science student might collect data on plant growth under different conditions and then use charts to show the results. Many educational software programs also include analytics to help students track their performance over time. Teachers also use data analytics to assess student performance and adapt their teaching methods. Visualization tools can make this data easier to interpret and share with parents or administrators. Platforms like Google Classroom or other learning management systems often have built-in analytics. In government roles, data analytics is used for policy analysis, urban planning, and public health initiatives, among others. Visualization tools can be particularly useful here to explain policies to the public or decision makers in a digestible format.